Let's see if it is going to connect back before I read this article. Yes, I believe we are back on YouTube. It is not very difficult to connect back on YouTube. We are back on YouTube. Those who are joining us on YouTube, we are rudely interrupted by this whatever that is fighting our page there. So you shouldn't mind it. Continue to like the video and share the video, as we are back and we are live again. So let me read the letters coming out from the the claim that this same syndicate they presented to the public domain for them to believe what is not there. Now let me read it for you. It says that Finland government disowns viral warning letter to Simon Ekpa. This is part of him trying to make himself look so relevant that everybody is now looking for him. Of course, he wants to be in the limelight. That's why they made that post. Now let us continue. Finland's ambassador, let me show you the update. See the update. Of course, you saw it in your this thing initially. Look at it. Let me show you. Look at it. Look. That is Finland ambassador. Pavaninen. That is Lina Pavalinen, or whatever, however they pronounce it. That is her. So that's what I'm reading out for you. So now let us go there. Let us continue the reading. Finland ambassador to Nigeria, Lina Pavenia, said the letter purportedly warning Ekpa is complete fake, but unfortunately has spread very widely. Very widely, sadly. Now, the government of Finland has disowned a letter attributed to its Prime Minister Sanna Marin, purportedly asking a Nigerian Finnish lawyer to withdraw some controversial comments about the upcoming Nigeria general election. But now, this is premium time. This is premium time writing, because when you see the Finland lawyer this and that, don't believe that it is Finland writing. This is premium time. They have not investigated whether this person is a lawyer, but they have already dashed him that title. But let us continue. Finland ambassador to Nigeria, Lina Pavananian, in a phone interview with Premium Times on Thursday, said it is a complete fake, but unfortunately has spread very widely, sadly. According to the letter, Finland Prime Minister purportedly gave 48 hours to Simon Ekpa, a Nigeria Finnish and headliner in the Southeast Biafran agitation, to desist from encouraging Nigeria to boycott the upcoming general election. And this is where they brought the photo. This is where they brought the photo and show you that it is fake. When you are joining back on YouTube, like the video for the algorithm to continue the sharing. You see where they brought the video to show you that it is a fake. It is still Premium Time. Of course, you know the logo of Premium Time. That's the way it is. Now let us continue. Premium Time spotted the inconsistency in the way Mr. Ekpa's last name was spelled in the salutation and the uncivil tone of the letter, among other features that discredited the letter. MS Pavilion noted that her team had been busy trying to correct this false information. The first tweet was taken down by Twitter. Then they were alerted by authorities in Helsinki, Finland. Sadly, retweeted and screenshot now appear on different media. She said, adding that it was sad to see, she said, adding that it was sad to see that many media houses had taken the letter at face value and distributed it. Now you will understand. This is the Nigerian media that does not investigate. Whatever they see easy to access, they start publishing it. That is what, do you understand the meaning of these things that they are doing? We are defeating them in, everything we tell you about Nigeria, it is all the truth. The media is not investigative. Whatever they see, they start reporting it. They make it go viral without investigating the validity or the source of this information. They start. That's what they are saying here. The same media, Nigerian media, is the one saying it. Look at it. The same Nigerian media is the one saying it. Premium time. Now, she was on Tuesday summoned by Nigerian Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the meeting at which she said she told the ministry that she could not comment on the content of the letter, but there are definitely contacts and communications. It is a shared concern. She noted that Finland, as part of EU, attaches importance to the upcoming Nigeria election and is committed to supporting the authorities to make sure they carry out safely and securely in all parts of the country. Now, this is the same Finland. Ekperima in Finland has been telling you they supported Biafra, they did this, they did that. The same Finland is telling you that they want to, as a member of European Union, they want to make sure they support the election in Nigeria to make sure that it will move smoothly, free and fair. They are not supporting you, Biafra. They are supporting Nigeria. This is the same Finland Ekperima has been lying about. That they carve the name of Biafra in their stone. They write the name of Biafra in the passage in their old church. This is the same Finland reporting. The same Finland reporting. Now let us continue. Now let me read it again verbatim. It says, but there are definitely contacts and communications. It is a shared concern. She noted that Finland, as part of EU, attaches importance to the upcoming election and it's committed to supporting the authorities to make sure they are carried out. That's what they wrote there, because it is not my making. To make sure they are carried out, safely. Okay, it is correct. And securely in all parts of the country. This is very much a shared interest and concern, and we do not condone any violence or incitement to violence or any calls to stop the election. That is, of course, unacceptable by Panavenia, the ambassador said. So, that is the way we see it. For you to know, the same Finland who carry Biafra in their head, the same Finland you need to be like when you get Biafra. Very soon you will begin to be exposed to all these things they use to capture your mind. You will be exposed to them. Then you will know that they have been lying to you all this while. And the lie is not going to take you anywhere. It is only going to destroy you. So now, I believe we have done justice to this. There has never been any issued, Finland issuing anything. It is all about the same Ekperima writing and posting this thing with all his fake accounts to see how people will react to it, to make people to say that he is doing it. That is the reason why Nigeria is against him. Nigeria is not against him. The people that is against him are in the EBUBE presidency. The people that whatever he is doing is a bad belly for them. Those are the people against him, not Nigerians, not Nigeria president or not Nigeria whatever he is working for. So for you to know and understand, the reason why he posted it is for you to have the impression that if he is working with the zoo, why is zoo looking for him? And that is the reason why I made it a point of duty to come today to debunk that rubbish, because of course I've said that I don't have time. I'm not supposed to be talking about him because he's inconsequential. But when this type of things need to be debunked, I am going to be present. That is it. I am going to be present. So for you to know that he is a liar, a cheat, and a manipulator. A manipulator. Nobody is looking for him. Nobody is looking for him. It is Nwachukwu. It is Nwachukwu that is looking for him. So note that, and don't forget it. We are going to now go to the rest of the things we have,
once again,
because we have touched on this a lot. Look at what the rest of the things that we have to talk about. The speech of Buhari, the disbandment of SARS. Let me touch on the disbandment of SARS, of Ebubagu, rather. Of course, so many of you have seen the headline in the past days, the disbandment of Ebubagu, which you will understand from this disbandment of Ebubagu that everything IPOB has been doing, we are actually reliable source to get information from what is coming out of Nigeria. We have never given you, we don't make a claim that is false. We don't ring false alarm. Now you will begin to understand that Ebubagu fraternity is what was created by Hope Uzodinma Umahi, in order to use them to be doing organ harvesting in Biafra land, to be killing innocent people and harvesting their organs in Biafra land. That is the reason why they created Ebubagu fraternity. And we continue to say it, even when they killed 14 able-bodied men coming back from a wedding ceremony, destroyed the wedding ceremony, they killed these men, they now dump their bodies. Nobody said anything. Now the court in Abakaliki, where Ebubagu was originated from, or where Ebubagu was formed, have said that Ebubagu must be this, what did they call it? Must be disbanded with immediate effect, because Ebubagu has been captured in the event of extortion of human body parts, in the event of killings extrajudiciously, in an event of violation of human rights, in an event of arresting and detaining people, in an event of using firearm. That Ebubagu is illegal. Now what does it show you? That we are very, very much truthful to every campaign that we have, we ever, bring up. We are not lying when we tell you that this government, they are doing everything possible to make sure they scuttle every activities and the plans to give freedom to our people in that zoo country called Nigeria. They are doing everything humanly possible to destroy our effort to expose their crime. Now the court will continue to expose this crime on our behalf. The court continue to expose this crime that we were not able to expose. The world we are not able to see, because it is coming from IPOB, which the BBC have labeled a disinformation center. That is the reason why you are seeing the court now disbanding Ebubagu. But disbanding of Ebubagu is not a problem. The kudos to the court. Now, since they have discovered that Ebubagu has killed people extrajudiciously, what are they going to do to those families who are left childless? those families who were made orphan for the sake of Ebubagu fraternity created by Dave Umahi. Who is going to get justice for those people? Who is going to compensate the family of those Ebubagu victims? Those who were killed and dumped their bodies, even their skeleton you find in the bushes. Who are going to be, get justice for those people? The fact that you disband Ebubagu, did you actually meet those families who are the victim of Ebubagu's activities to compensate them? To give them support of the government. Because what the government of Ebonyi, Imo State, they have introduced, have killed the people who placed them in the power, in the position, because they killed to get into power, they will continue to kill to be in power. Every leaders of any country of the world, any country where you see a leader assume office and you see a lot of killings in that country, it means that the leader killed to assume office. So those whom they use, they took advantage of their own person is there. We are coming out to terrorize the community. Nobody is going to prosecute us because our person is on top. That is what is happening in Imo State, in Ebonyi State, because Hope Uzodinma killed to be in power. His people who he used to kill are all over the place, continuously killing, because killing is their business. Killing is what they feed on. Killing is their livelihood. That is it. That reminds me, there is a video I saw making round on social media today as well, where people are being flogged, where people are being, manhandled. You know why? Because they were doing decoration in the name of their politics. But now, there is something I want to bring into that, bring it with regards to that video. Let me show you. This is the video. Let me not bring it to the screen. Let me play it with the phone. This is the video. It doesn't have any strong graphics. It's just them, tell all of them to lie down. And now they said, listen to what they are saying.
You can see what is going on here. We are scattering everything.
Yeah.
Trying to put fire.
Hold on. Let's start afresh. Let me.
We want them to stop doing election, but they insist in doing election. Look at them. As you can see, look at the decoration women. We want them a lot, but they refuse. Where's your phone? You understand? We want them, but they insist doing election in Biafran land. As you can see what is going on here. We are scattering everything. Trying to put fire on their seats, canopies, all their decoration. Put it there. Put everything in that decoration. Put them there.
Trying to put fire on their decoration now. When you scatter those things, you put fire on the decoration. The decoration woman, you see there, it is her means of livelihood. That decoration you are going to burn is what she will use in every decoration she will go in order to put food on the table for her children. You now take away her means of livelihood. This has been the same thing Ebubagu has been doing in our land. Taking away the means of the livelihood of our people. Now, Ebubagu has been disbanded. Nobody was compensated for the ignorant and wickedness and extortion of Ebubagu. Traumatizing events that they've created in families, the dark holes that they have created in the people's heart by taking away their loved ones. Nobody went to console the families. They just say Ebubagu is a criminal syndicate. They disband it. It is illegal. Everybody, family that suffered as a result of Ebubagu activities, it's fine. You have suffered, but we have to stop them. That is what you see in Nigeria. They will create such thing to kill you. Once they reach the peak, the target of how many they will kill, They will now dissolve it. When they dissolve it, nobody cares about those who were the victim of their crime. Nobody will be sentenced. Nobody will be brought to book. All these boys, they will be recruited into your civil defense. The same people, those are SARS. Some of them are members of SARS that was dissolved, who were extorting your organs. Those are them. They are the ones that you found in Ebubagu fraternity today. And the court has disbanded Ebubagu, yet nobody is compensated. Is that not an irony? Does that disbandment, it is good, but now, since you have found them guilty of criminality against your people, there are supposed to be consequences. There are supposed to be, consolidations with the family. There's supposed to be compensation towards the family of the victims. Because the Ebubagu took breadwinners. 14 able-bodied men killed. They were breadwinners. They were fathers. They were uncles. They were brothers. So, in that regard, they are now swept under the carpet by Nigerian after years of campaign of IPOB. Now, international community on that Twitter, we have tagged every fraternities, groups, organizations, or the people that are, in the world, to continue to see what we are suffering from as a result of Nigeria, British oligarchy sponsored, criminals in the name of politicians. They create things that will traumatize people. They create things that will kill people. They create things that will take people, their livelihood. Create vacuum in their heart that will never ever heal, because the hardship within around their them will never allow those wounds to heal, and they will live with it. Some of them, they will boil down to being frustrated. When they want to beat their children, they take out that frustration on their children, because these things, they have a psychological effect. All these things that are happening, they always have a psychological effect. Okay, we are still coming out on these people. Now, that is where I am going to leave it there. I'm going to emphasize on this Ebubagu story. Let us now touch on these people burning the places.
Look at them. As you can see,
these are Ekperima boys. Ekperima boys. I believe Asare Dokubo boys will be joining later, if they did not block the avenue for them to join. Now, the woman, you are burning the things that she is using to feed her family. She got this contract to come and decorate where they are. Of course, you people know how these people who do exterior and interior decorations during any party or gathering, they survive from that. So now, when you burn their material which they used to decorate, they took up that as that job because they need money. They didn't take it. They know that it is, it is risky, but they can't help it. Bag of rice is almost 50,000 in Nigeria. Bag of rice. Money is nowhere to be found. So they don't mind risking their life to give their children food. Now you burn all these, their decoration materials. Burn everything that they use to sustain their job. The same way Hope Uzodinma has been burning their livelihood in Imo State, in the markets, everywhere. Now you burn all these things, and you will feel proud that you have taken, those things from this woman in the name that you are fighting politicians. Why don't you fight those politicians? Why don't you, go to the politicians, not the innocent people who are looking for a way to survive? Every means possible for them to put food on their table. Those are not the ones you're supposed to be looking for. because they are not the target. They are not your target. If you are doing it for them, they are not your prayer. They are not your target. The target are the people who are making them to be there. Those are the target. Because we are trying to liberate these people. And so in this regard, these people, they are going about trying to sustain and provide for their families. You will take it away from them sitting in your comfort zone in Finland. That is okay. Like I always tell you, for you to reap what you are sowing right now, you will reap it in 100 folds very soon. Now let us go to the the last but not least, the speech of the state of a nation from your, I can assure you. Let me.
My dear compatriots.
Okay.
I have found it necessary to address you today on the state of the nation and to render account on the efforts of our administration to sustain and strengthen our economy, enhance the fight against corruption, and sustain our gains in the fight against terrorism and insecurity.
The reason why I am showing you is that for you to see how he was reading what he was showing you. For you to see how he was reading it. State of a nation. He was reading, concentrating, reading it because it doesn't come from him. He was handed over the paper to go and read out for you. Now let us hear the content of this state of a nation to see if it solves your problems or it is another big promises and lies and deceit from Garba Shehu in Asorok. Listen.
Impacted by several internal and external factors. Particularly, I'm addressing you as you are democratically elected president to identify with you and express my sympathy over the difficulties being experienced as we continue the implementation of new monetary policies aimed at boosting our economy and tightening of the loopholes associated with money laundering. Let me reassure Nigerians that strengthening our economy, enhancing security, and blockage of leakages associated with illicit financial flows remain top priority of our administration. And I shall remain committed to my oath of protecting and advancing the interests of Nigerians and the nation at all times.
He shall remain committed in upholding and maintaining the oath that he took to keep you safe. Did he keep you safe? Has he ever kept you safe in the last 7+ years? Almost a decade he's been in power. Has he kept you safe? But he keep on telling you he remain committed in keeping you safe, fighting insecurity. This is the same thing he used to campaign himself into the power. He want to fight insecurity. He's an action man. He will stop Boko Haram within 2 months. This and that. These are the things he used to keep you safe. He bragged for using to keep you safe. This is the same thing he is telling you today, to remain committed when his tenure is finishing. His tenure is finishing in a few months' time. He's getting out of that shameful office in a few months' time, or shameless office. But let us continue.
I authorized the Central Bank of Nigeria to redesign the 200 naira, 500 naira, and 1,000 naira Nigerian banknotes.
Okay.
For a smooth transition, I similarly approved that the redesigned banknotes should circulate concurrently with the old banknotes till 31st January 2023, before the old notes cease to be legal tender. In appreciation of the systemic and human difficulties encountered during implementation and in response to the appeal of all citizens, an extension of 10 days was authorized till 10th February 2023 for the completion of the process. All these activities are being carried out within the ambit of the Constitution, the relevant law under the CBN Act 2007, and in line with global best practices. Fellow citizens, while I seek your understanding and patience during this transient phase of implementation, I feel obliged to avail you a few critical points underpinning the policy decision. These include A, the need to restore the statutory ability of the CBN to keep a firm control over money in circulation. In 2015, when this administration commenced its first term, currency in circulation was only 1.4 trillion naira. B, the proportion of currency outside banks grew from 78% in 2015 to 85% in 2022. As of October 2022, therefore, currency in circulation has risen to 3.23 trillion naira, out of which only 500 billion naira was within the banking system, while 2.7 trillion naira remained permanently outside the system, thereby distorting.
This amount of money that you are mentioning has been missing from the banking system all this while in the last 7 years, more than a half decade. You were in power. You didn't do anything. Now, you did not even try to, improve the banking system. Like I will always say, because before you implement such thing, you improve the banking system. Take banks to the communities who does not have access to it, so that when you implement this, it will be accessible to everybody. But the reason why you actually redesigned the note, you are claiming you want to bring back the money into the banking system. Why did you not do it when you are freshly in your administration? The reason why you are doing it right now because your tenure has ended. You have stolen everything you want to steal. Now you want to act like this is being partisan. You want to bring a monetary policy, because he has stolen everything he wants. He have some days, some months to just pack out from office and go and enjoy the stolen wealth that he has stolen. The new currency, of course, it will go to him first and his people. So he has stolen enough. Now he want to make those who will, who have also stolen in their previous administration. He want to make you to suffer. It is and they make the innocent people who does not even understand the games these politicians are playing with their lives. They will also suffer. That is it. Because if it is the government that mean well for you, before they go through that route, they will make sure that they up their game when it comes to banking system. They will bring up bank infrastructures to many communities who does not have access to it. They will make sure that they have adequate bank. Like they said, 4.4 to 5 banks solve, see to 100,000 people. 4 to 5 banks see to 100,000 people. 4 to 5 banks. How do you want this bank to have the capacity to contain this, panic deposit and panic withdrawal? How do you want them to do it in a very short period of time? Yet you are saying you are doing it to favor them in future. So you want to actually, make them die of kwashiorkor first because of malnutrition. They were not able to access their money to buy good food to eat. Before now, they will start benefiting from it. Because a government that has a political will to do something, they make sure there will be no hiccups, that the people are not going to suffer. Because whatever you are suffering to get your money, fighting with the bank, burning the banking infrastructure, which is not the right thing to do, because those bank buildings are not the ones causing you problem. The people causing you problem are the people in central bank and the executive in the position of power. So everything that you see happening against you is as a result of those who have no idea. They were just giving this advice. When you do this, you will be able to scuttle those who are, of course, like I always tell you, the main person they are targeting also, it is those who want to use money. Because some people, like the bullion van, one of the politicians that is political aspirant now, Punubu, who is the bullion van. They are putting out money out there. They don't want the people to buy. They don't want him to use his money to be Nigeria president. Because they don't want Nigeria. They don't even want him to be Nigeria president. Their first choice is Atiku. Their first choice is Atiku. Fulani choice is Atiku. And that is a topic for another day, because there is more to it. There is a very, important incident that took place, which so many of you did not take notice of it, note of that. But we're bringing it maybe tomorrow. If I have chance tomorrow, I will bring that thing, because I was following it up. It is also connected to what I'm talking about right now. Then it will also clear you up that there is a fire on the mountain. They don't want Tinubu there. And then they already know. Tinubu people have already started campaigning, knowing that they don't want them. But I'm going to bring it out for you tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon or night, whichever time, if you are interested in hearing them, just stay tuned. Because I wouldn't give time, because I don't want to mislead you with time. So, but it is very, very important we bring it to back up this thing the claim we are making, to show you that there is something to it, what they did. It is about a particular person that they impoverish the whole nation to sabotage and take the choice of Fulani. They impoverish the whole nation. If the choice of Fulani does not happen, you will see that, they already leaked through somebody what is going to happen if the choice of Fulani did not come through. I am going to show it to you. This thing is the event that took place that you didn't know about. Now, let us actually continue to know why he did it. Another reason why, there is nothing much he said here. There is nothing much he said here. He said that the reason why he did is to bring these billions of money into the banking system in order to, curb inflation and bring the introduction of monetary policies for the bank to have money for businesses. Just like I told you last week, that is the essence of doing what they try to implement, but they were implementing it in a wrong way because it was not their initiative. It was an advice given to them in order to, for, I don't know why they decided to do it at that minute, but it was an advice given to them by a Western agenda, so that they will use it to have a soft landing. But now, instead of using it to have a soft landing, they use it to have the worst regime because they never made a good preparation to do it. Because this is what they always do. They will always, at the last of the administration, promises will be coming. They will tell you they are implementing this, they are implementing that, because they just want to use it to get themselves a safe landing or soft landing out of the office. But it is not what their initiative. That's why you are burning the banks, throwing stones on the banks today. That's why bank has seized your money. You cannot access them to it because these people are adopting what they heard without knowing the full details, because they never had the political will to actually implement anything that will curb your economic challenges. Rather, whatever they do continue to exacerbate the problem. Now, you want to give the bank money. One moment. Yeah. I'll be coming home now. Right. I'll be coming home now. I'm almost done in the office. So sorry for that interruption. It is very, very necessary for us to know that whatever they present, I wouldn't have more time to talk about it, but that's what I told you. The intention behind the monetary policy and the resigning of the Naira, it is rooted in trying to scuttle somebody who will use their billion van to buy themselves into power. They want to minimize it from him because it is not their choice. They want to make sure that they direct it to their choice, because their choice is not going to use money. But there is supposed to be benefit in what they were doing. They're giving you impression that they did it for the sake of that benefit. But the answer is the opposite. They never did it for the sake of that benefit. They did it for the sake of what I am telling you right now. We are going to throw more light to it. Tomorrow, if I'm going to come online tomorrow, of course, I will try. I will notify you. Those of you watching on YouTube, continue to, like the video for the algorithm to continue to share it. Those of you watching on Facebook, continue to share the video, invite others to join. I saw so many of our comrades that are the comment section warrior there. I see Kara Gold, you've been wonderful. I see is it Adaneka Adline, you've been wonderful. You guys, you guys rock. You guys rock. I see so many people. Choma Jerry, you've been wonderful. Escobar, is it Escobar? Thank you for the star. You've been great as well. Kennedy, I see you. Akujobi Oluchuku, I see you. And I'm just reading from Judge Money blog. Ome Penny, I love you too, man. Ome Penny, thank you for that love. And there are many of you, it is not going to be able to load. Let me check on YouTube to see, okay, we see Best Kenechi. I better remember you asking me if I'm still alive, dude. Wow, I am still alive. I'm still alive. You know, I am not. I am here doing. When we get the message, we come online. I'm still alive. Okay, we're doing the needful. We are being diplomatic. We are not being violent. We are, because that's what we need. South Africa said, well done, comrade. Thank you very much, South Africa. And I see some idiots also. And those idiots, I saw you guys. I believe that most of you guys, your comment was blocked automatically, covered by YouTube. So on Twitter, unfortunately, I might not be able to see you guys, but you guys all rock. You guys all rock. Thank you for joining this program. And then I believe we have touched on everything we're supposed to touch on today. So, great and wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world, I thank you for joining us. Until we meet again, stay safe and make sure you stay informed. We'll be joining you once more tomorrow to continue to do this campaign and preach the gospel and protect our brand name IPOB, because that is the only thing that we have. If it is destroyed, our radio where we hear our gospel of truth, gospel of emancipation, gospel for freedom, we will no longer hear them. That is what the enemies they are doing. But the enemy, the Chukwokikabiama, who lives in heaven, who gave us the land where there is 0 latitude and 0 longitude. I know those surveyors, they might not believe that there is 0 latitude and 0 longitude, because they don't believe there is 0 latitude. But of course, the land of Biafra, the land of the rising sun, is 0 latitude and 0 longitude. They believe it is almost always far north or north, and that is 0 latitude, but that is our land. You know, it is not a joke. If you check it, you will see that we have 0 degrees in latitude and longitude. Now, we are going to meet again. Until then, thank you for joining us.